Flush Fritz. Well, cheers. Welcome to the first ever Rare Barrel intro for the Rare Barrel.
Those were live, aren't they?
Yep.
Oh.
Actually, we're having watching.
Right.
Can you get canceled for saying technically challenged? Or?
Probably.
Yeah.
But I'm technically challenged.
No, you're not.
And we're here. We're here live. Hopefully y'all can hear us. If you can't, well, hopefully it comes in on the whatchamacallit.
Our bit rate's at 0.4. It's
Yeah,
better than it
0.4.
was.
We had better stuff earlier, so we'll see. Having a Friday.
There we
go.
Love it.
All right.
Yep.
Let's go.
All right, if you guys can hear us, we are having some technical difficulties with the internet, but hopefully it's coming through.
Yes. Can you hear me eat this pretzel? Sorry, I'm hungry. I know you can't eat the mic.
Can you hear me now?
All right.
All right.
Winning. Why don't you start by introducing yourself?
Yes. You may remember me from some podcasts such as drinking weeded bourbon and bourbon or lightning round.
For sure.
No, my name's Rob, and I don't know how I got invited to this, but I keep coming back, and it keeps getting better.
Ooh.
Let's go. Let's go.
Love it.
Heck yeah.
Let's go.
Love it.
Heck yeah. I'm Ben. I've been in some of the videos, some of the hauls, some of the hunting videos.
Lots.
Awesome. I'm Denise, and I am his wife. And yeah.
Hey, my sister.
And this is my brother. If anyone did not know that, we are related.
There we go.
So we keep it in the family here. It's pretty awesome. And Ben's family too.
That's probably how I got invited, to be honest.
So thank you guys for joining us. We love you. This is awesome.
Now, Steve, you all know that.
Yep.
I'm in every video.
I was thinking we should cheers before we.
Oh,
So cheers to Rare Barrel.
Let's
To all of our
go.
friends.
All right, but cheers.
Cheers.
What's your,
I don't know why I did that.
I forgot what I saw you doing, so I was like, okay, I have to do it. You
Do
say
what?
something on all your shorts every time you pop the bottle. Or
Well, so when I originally started the channel, we did.
Oh, but you hadn't had everything.
Yeah, I had no whiskey, and so we just started.
Okay. And you like the set. It's pretty awesome. The guys worked really hard getting it all set up. It's kind of a temporary set.
Yeah, we just threw this together.
So.
It was quick, dirty.
Yeah, it didn't take 3 days.
Thanks to the guys at 7A's for letting us borrow some sweet signs to make it look cool.
7-8.
Yeah,
Jameson
good times.
though? My fave.
I love that. Well, obviously you love.
Oh, what's that one underneath the Castle's Angel?
Oh, this whole thing is brought to you by our good friends at Collective Media. If you're ever in the need for marketing or anything like that, these guys, they know.
Yeah.
They know what.
Give them a call.
Where can they find him? Really? To get him. I told him he was like, I'm gonna watch. It's like, forget watching. But yeah,
that's cool.
We should have him over.
Yeah.
So, Rare Barrel obviously just launched in August of last year, 2023. August, September, I think, is when we launched it.
Yep.
we've been slowly just growing the channel and trying to build things up and keep making some interesting content, hunting content, just kind of showing all the different stores that we kind of frequent and check out to find cool different bourbons. Our thing right now is store picks. Love those.
We do.
They're the best.
We love store picks.
Just because most of the time they're so... If you can find a good store that aligns with your palate, you can go back in for those store picks Friday of every month for now, just to test it out and see how things go. We're going to start that 2025, keep rolling through this, and everyone will have some different guests on. We'll have our friends from the Wright County Whiskey Club. We'll have our friends from 7A as well.
I should say couples. So I feel like we're really interested in collabing with those guys too.
For sure.
So.
We were just on we did a collab live stream, our first one ever, even before our own. And it was with Whiskey Row. Another husband and wife team.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Really fun just to get on there and just learn from other people.
What's their channel? They got a YouTube channel?
Yeah, it's called Whiskey Row.
Oh.
Yeah.
They've been doing it for a while?
They've been doing it for a while.
Yeah.
Longer than us.
Sure.
Yeah, they're pretty awesome.
At least a couple of years longer than us.
Right on.
And I think she has, like, they both kind of have some of their own stuff too, and then they have a channel together.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, it is cool. They're good. They were doing like a big fundraising event, and they did this live stream and brought in different like whiskey tubers from different channels. And
Sure.
It was cool.
When's your channel launching?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You have yours.
I know.
Mine? I don't know. We'll see.
We've been talking about, you guys have been talking about it for a minute.
On that. And
Very heavily.
Because I plan on winning a bottle of Pappy tomorrow, I'm just going to say.
I think you
I've
should.
got the right timing on my Venmo ticket said.
You're like,
space them out. Space them out.
You are really good at like pull tabs and stuff, so.
And those drawings, like, so we have, like, the kids, they go to, like, the local park or whatever. They do, like, the Halloween or they do whatever. And there's always these, like, things you got to put your name on it, and then they throw it in there, and you win, like, a month of dance or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And I've got a strategy. When you fold it, you have to fold it in, like, almost like origami.
In a textured way.
It pushes the other tickets away and makes yours stand out.
Absolutely.
Dude, I'm not kidding. We have won so much, like, free dance and ninja classes and all this stuff.
That's awesome. Yeah, you got to fold that thing.
I got to take some tips on that. Yeah.
Unfortunately, the drawing is online and digital tomorrow, but I still tried some things with like spacing out the tickets on Venmo. So
there you go.
We'll see.
That's fire.
All right.
That's super fire.
And if I win, it's not rigged, I promise.
Yeah. I didn't do it.
We have our first crazy to us unicorn bottle that we're gonna try.
Oh! We're getting in? First bottle?
We're going right in.
Right in?
We're going right in for it. I'm warmed up on Weller.
We're going unicorn right away?
We're going.
What? Before we do that, what are we going to be sampling? Do we call it sampling?
Yeah, we're going to sample it.
What are we calling?
We're going to be sipping on some. Well, here, let's just go right to the first one.
All right.
You ready over there?
I'm ready.
I am.
All right. There it is.
Woo!
That's the first one?
That's the first one.
We're just going to jump into it.
We're just
There's a method. There's a method behind it, okay?
Go backwards? What's the backwards? Okay.
No, it's probably heat. It's probably heat related.
It's all heat related.
Okay.
We're lightning. Yeah, Pappy comes in at 90.4 proof. So this will be the lowest proof besides the Weller we just warmed up on. The lowest proof thing we'll be trying. I don't want for Pappy our palate to be completely burned out.
Okay.
Very smart.
Right?
Okay.
I've been thinking about it. Okay. I'm thinking.
So,
Look at that beauty. I know, this is kind of a big deal for us. I mean, this is our first and only bottle of Pappy that we've ever been able to purchase. So, pretty exciting.
At MSRP.
I was going to say MSRP or
$1.20
resale, whatever. What's the lure behind the bottle?
I don't know.
I mean,
I just know that
I'm not even a huge, like, I mean, I like bourbon. It's like my drink of choice, but I'm not as into it as you guys are, or as knowledgeable, I should say. But
I don't know why.
I know this bottle, like, just from even just like researching or whatever, like, it's the unicorn, right? So
it is, and I think it's mostly because of scarcity.
So just not even.
The
possible.
only way you would see this on a shelf anywhere is in like a control state when they do a bourbon drop. And so control states, they'll have a monthly drop. And towards the end of the year, they'll have their big yearly drop, and that's when you'd see something like this. But you have to be in line for it. And so these lines,
people know that it's coming.
These lines
so
are
even that's like,
Yeah.
The only time you see it on the shelf anywhere would be if it's priced for $2,000, and nobody's paying that, so it just sits there.
Oh, it's Christmas time. Before you open it, you want to see if anybody wants
Yeah.
to bid on it?
It's
going to be a bottle minus 4 glasses.
Yeah.
Start the bidding at.
Yeah, MSRP is on Real Vespa, but
This one was a relationship.
it was a relationship.
Yeah. At a store.
No.
It was a store find, but it was because
Yep.
it was because we had been in there several times. We had been doing or buying things there already.
Yep.
And so it was a loyal.
The first tier of Rolex.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how I think about it.
Ferraris are the same way.
Are they?
Okay, we need new glasses.
Yeah, we got new glasses.
Yeah.
What are we doing
That
with
is
these guys?
that is how they work.
They are, yeah. You can't,
Yeah,
you can't get an
You can't just you can't
yeah.
just jump up to their highest level of your way up. I
Or
can't
you just
believe
hang out with people that
Have them?
have happy and then you just get to jump right in. Which is my strategy and it seems to be working.
incredible. Here we go. Quick pop.
Wait, you have to say your catchphrase because you.
Oh, this is Van Winkle Lot B. I've never had it before, but we're gonna change that right now.
Yeah.
Go.
It's so hot when you do that. He did the wink. He also used to do the
I
wink.
did do a wink.
And we're going to change that right now.
It's a little bit, so somebody's gonna have to look it up.
Guys on the keyboard.
Guys in the chat, tell us what you guys are sipping on if you are at all.
Yep. There it is.
I'm so curious
I'm
about that.
very
You got the Glen.
nervous.
I'm nervous too because
Glen Gary's. What do we call it?
Glengarry's. This is like a this is like a hype bottle. So then when you try it, if it's just a giant letdown, it's like dang it.
Yeah.
Am I supposed to pretend? If I don't like it.
Pretend that we're
No, we're real. We're raw here.
Are you going to give me some hints, some notes? What should I say?
Well, it's a weeded bourbon, so right up your alley. Okay.
How long was it aged for?
Not okay. So how much thought went into this? This is the same mash bill as this, so I didn't want to throw your palate off at all.
Wow.
So I put in Weller.
It's the
Same mash bill
Yeah.
as this. This is just aged different than that. This is 12 years. That's probably like 6.
Well, and you
I did
can see,
not
like,
know that.
From a color perspective, something that's kind of interesting is it's very light. It's
Yeah.
very much like a honey color.
Yeah, yes.
So
It does.
When, like-
And might I say, very viscous.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's
The viscosity is out of
Now, the old style is the swirl, but the new style
is the roll.
is the roll.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Sometimes Denise warms it up in her hands as
I
well,
do.
actually.
Yeah, see, I know you taught me that, but I'm scared.
We still need to control the audio.
Really expensive bottle.
Okay, I'm
All
getting
right,
some
I'm
really
going
interesting fruit notes here.
I was as well.
Yeah, fruit notes are
Apricot,
heavy.
almost
Yeah.
with orange. Is that
I was getting a
else?
zesty
Yeah,
orange.
people have gotten orange zest and fruit.
Oh, that's us drinking some old Overholt.
Let's go.
Love it.
Which one?
Your test, though?
Ooh. Old
That's really good trading, buddy, by the way. Thanks for tuning in, bud.
I wonder if, like, he's the only one chatting. I wonder if other people are having trouble with the...
I hope not. I think if one person gets it, everybody just gets it.
I'm hoping.
Unless their internet's bad.
Right.
Okay.
There may be some breakup
That's how they
from
make
what
it
we're
work.
seeing, but it looks like it catches up to
We
where
have
we're at.
12 concurrent viewers right now.
Wow.
That's killer.
Yeah.
Thanks for stopping in, guys.
Cool.
Yeah, thank you. A billion. Let us know where you're viewing this thing from.
Yes.
Wow,
Can we get to 100 viewers?
Oh, that'd be cool.
100 viewers.
great.
And what do they call it on like Twitch? It's like a subathon. We need a subathon.
subathon.
Don't
Yeah,
forget to
subathon.
like and subscribe or whatever.
Yeah, like and subscribe to this
There's no
channel.
buttons here on this.
We
one.
also have an in-studio audience.
We do. Make some
Yeah.
noise, Louis.
Oh.
He said it was spotty to begin with, but doing a lot better now.
Ben's fiance is here
Yes,
in
she
the
is.
crowd. One of these days we'll get her on one of these.
Yep.
Okay, so this is really good.
It's very good. You're right.
You mind
It's
if I
very
pour her
viscous.
yellow weather?
Go ahead.
I like the apricot call
Yeah.
on it. It's definitely a weeded bourbon. It's got that sweetness to it that I'm fond of.
So much honey on that.
So much.
That's what I was seeing, but from a color perspective, it gave me honey.
Yeah.
But I wasn't really expecting that it would actually taste like honey.
How old is
Yeah.
this?
12 years.
It's sophisticated.
It's
Wow.
very, very smooth. It
What's
is a
the
low
cutoff?
proof.
How old again?
Yeah. Until
So
it's
there's
in
there's a pappy that is 23 years old.
23.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So there's after the Lot B, which is just Van Winkle Lot B, Family Reserve. That's what they call this one.
Family Reserve.
Before this, there's a 10-year. That's the old Rip Van Winkle. Then after that, it becomes Pappy. 15, 20, 23. I believe 1 year there's a 25.
Tim's here! What's up?
Let's go!
So Tim is from the Wright County Whiskey Club, and you're going to see him tomorrow if he comes.
When I win a bottle of Pappy. I'll just bring right back to the live stream.
Rob's going to win a bottle of Pappy.
Let's go.
Rock Hill Farms.
Tom's on.
Oh, let's go. Rock Hill
Rock
Farms
Hill
tonight, Tom.
You guys got like a whole crew. There's like a community of...
Tom's our friend.
That's right.
He borrowed us these awesome signs, and he's just such a cool guy.
He's one of the coolest.
Yeah.
Him and his,
we would like to have them on the live.
We are.
sometime.
We are.
100%.
Let's talk about that really quick.
Okay.
The next live stream in January, first Friday in January, our friends from 7/8 are coming to be here at. We'll talk about it again later.
Yep.
Because we're going to crack one of the bottles from 7/8 here tonight. Pretty soon.
Yes. Oh.
What's up? The Bourbon Notes.
Bourbon
In the
Notes.
house.
Ben's in the house.
Cheers,
Come
Ben.
on.
That's a great name.
Ben.
Ben? Meet Ben.
That's right.
I think
Yes.
Bourbon Note also will be at the event tomorrow. So we'll get to meet him
fire.
in person.
Love it.
We feel like we know him from YouTube, but
Oh my
it'll be
gosh.
super cool to meet
Is
him.
that the same spot?
Yeah.
Nordic.
It's at Nordic, yeah.
Yep. Freaking
I gotta tell you, I'm kind of impressed because sometimes I feel like some of the big, kind of like the big Blanton's bottles and then,
They can kind of let you down.
yeah, they can kind of let you down. They're just not as good. But this is pretty good.
Yeah. The flavor on my palate is staying for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Coating my mouth. Still coated since the first sip.
Viscosity.
This viscosity.
It's very viscous.
But yeah, complexity is there.
The sweetness,
Fire.
like
I
go
love
back
the
in on
sweetness.
the nose again here. It's getting sweeter as it opens up.
It really.
I pretty much drank all mine already.
You went
I'm not sure what the nose is,
You
but
went after it hard.
Yeah, this is good.
The first time I think I ever had whiskey, her and I were at a investment dinner for a medical device company.
I was gonna say it sounds like a pyramid scam
Yeah.
already.
Right. And so
No, it wasn't.
we were there, and they pulled out a bottle of Pappy, 20 year.
Yeah.
I didn't know what it was at the time.
So you just,
I wasn't
you
really
just do it as a shot.
We just pulled. No, we just poured. We
The
just poured
guy
one.
and I were talking about we had talked about wine and then we were talking about bourbon and whiskey and I was like, let's go, that's more up my alley. And he pulled some out and yeah, we didn't really know how awesome it was until
I didn't think it was
later.
awesome because that was the first whiskey I'd ever had. I hadn't
Evan
acclimated
Williams
to it.
Yeah.
I hadn't done anything to build up to it. It was just right into this really oaky, sophisticated bourbon, and I was not ready.
And I
for
grew up
it.
on Jack Daniels. Straight up JD number 7.
Who won that when we mixed in we had the highbrow, lowbrow one where we were mixing in and one of the college ones won, didn't it?
I think so.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Yeah.
was that Jim Beam?
Was it Beam that one?
I think it was. I think it was.
Super
Beam.
and we couldn't
surprised
figure
you
out if
guys.
it won because of the nostalgia of college and drinking too much Jim Beam or whatever. But yeah, it's funny how.
This was asking if it lives up to the hype, and I would say by far.
Yeah, I would say so too.
I do. I mean,
It's really
It's
good.
definitely one of the top bottles that I've tasted over here or whatever.
Even in blind, I think it would stand out significantly.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I think for me, this year's.
Even in blind would be so
But think about it. You do this with if you do it up against a Weller, and then you pick the Weller over.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
it so much depends on what you like.
That's like at that moment.
Yeah, at that moment, because it depends on what you've had eaten that day, whatever.
Yes.
But I think this is delicious, and it's very quintessential bourbon, that oak finish.
Since you're my guy, who knows what
Hey, no, you finish. You finish.
But
all right, fine.
for my palate too, though, I like a lot of spice. I like a lot of heat. I don't know if I would, for my palate, if I would pick it over something what was the one I just had recently that I was like, oh, this might be my new favorite.
God, it really is just
I don't know.
really good.
It
was
is
it
really
Like
good.
like
Was it one of the old
like
Vandas?
the sweetness
Oh, yeah,
for,
maybe.
and I love the wheated bourbons, like
So
just the
good.
sugary whatever that comes with wheated bourbons, but they pull it off because a lot of times like you get them and they're so sweet or so like burnt caramely that
This is like a perfect like everything
really
is
just
perfect
good.
about it.
Yeah. Let's go.
Wow.
It's
All
on
right.
fire.
All right.
Yum.
Cheers.
Uphill, but downhill from there.
Cheers, Aaron.
Downhill from
notoriety,
yeah.
but uphill for lightning.
Right. The next one's got some notoriety to it. It's a distillery only bottle.
Oh, yay. I'm excited about this one.
And well,
We waited to open it with you guys.
we wanted to open it with
for
you guys.
this.
We've had it for a while, but
We've
we
been
wanted to
saving
wait
it.
to do it live with everybody and with the whole Rare Barrel crew. Here it is. Without further ado. Boom. Oh, there it is. Here
You
we
can
go.
guess. Are you
You
guessing?
guys can guess.
What do you
now.
think it is?
The first time?
It was.
Yeah.
What is it?
I like that.
That's right. There it
Yay!
is. William Heaven Hill, 13-year.
So do you want to? So for us, this is a very special bottle.
Huge,
Do you
yeah.
want to explain a little bit the story about this bottle?
We recently went to Kentucky for our first time ever. This was what, 3 or 4 weeks ago?
I saw the pictures.
First time
Jealous.
ever in Kentucky, and we drove to get there. We didn't fly down, we drove down. It was only a 12-hour drive.
Only 12.
Yeah.
Only
Only 12.
But we turned it into like 16 because we hunted along the way.
I was gonna say
The way
stop.
there took forever.
Yeah. We bounced around along the way, and I had heard about them doing these drops at Heaven Hill Distillery, or not distillery, but whatever, in Bardstown.
Yes.
And they don't have a distillery there yet, but they're building a distillery.
Yeah.
It will be opening in 2025, so I'm super excited about that. Right now, the distillery is up in Louisville, and then they truck all of the barrels down and store them in the rick houses down in Bardstown. But we were down there at the Bardstown facility, and you get in line at like 3 o'clock in the
I was
morning.
gonna say, tell them what time. So we listen. Here, let me explain it.
Right.
Let me explain the part of it. Okay, all day we're driving.
Yep.
I like had to work before we left, and we're driving, and we get there at 2 in the morning. I was sleeping in the back of the car, like on the flatbed, like we put all the chairs down, and I'm like, I was so
Were you
tired.
the first people there?
And then
at 2 a.m.?
we went to our hotel.
No.
We went to our hotel, and we got to Heaven Hill at 3 in the morning, and it was raining.
No, it hasn't started raining yet. It was just lightly.
Okay, it was sprinkling.
Like it was gonna rain. It was
And
gonna
people
rain.
were already there setting up their chairs, and he was like, okay. And I'm like, all right, we're
We
doing
were
this.
14th in line.
We were 14th.
Is that enough?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, depending on what they're dropping and how much they're dropping, 14th is generally always enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're like 30.
So wait, guy 10 can just buy the lot?
No.
Nope, you can only one
Oh,
bottle.
okay.
One
You
bottle
only
per
get-
person.
So
well-
you might not get like.
You're only supposed to be able to buy one, but some of the people
Exactly.
put on a wig, they put on a wig, or they change their shirt and go back.
So that night that we got there, we got in line, waited 6 hours through the rain, and it got down to like 42 degrees. It's
freezing.
raining. I'm under an umbrella with my coat on, just like
For a bottle of
huddled up.
bourbon?
Yeah. There was this adorable older couple. I mean, like older couple. They sat out in the rain. I mean, these people were committed.
That's
like
crazy.
we met a bunch of people.
Oh, it was a blast.
Yeah.
Like the first
How
time
often do they do this?
every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday.
Literally.
Pandemonium out there.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
And so that first night we go and we wait right up until, because they announce it probably an hour before they open. They'll stick their head out the door and say, "Here's what we got. And how many
8:30
bottles?"
they opened. We
Yeah.
waited till 8:30.
So we were there from 3 till 8:30 waiting to hear what this bottle was, and it was Elijah Craig 18. And we were just like,
Everybody in the line was like, "What?"
Everybody just gets
Everybody
back to
left.
because it's a relatively
Wait, they
easy
just
bottle.
got up and left
Yeah.
after waiting?
Yeah.
Yep. Because nobody wanted the Elijah Craig 18 that was in line.
Waited in the rain.
Oh.
That's a bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, put it behind the one you already have. So what did you guys do?
We left.
We left. We didn't get it.
Yeah.
Because we
Yeah.
could have got it. We went back later because we had a tour that day,
Yeah.
and they were still there.
So we
you
slept for a little
literally
bit.
Get, like the low key worst.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they had done that 2 days in a row. So the people that there
Right.
were people that were there Tuesday, waited all
That we
night
had
again.
met there. In that we had met the same people in line
And
that
they
were there
came
Tuesday.
back
They
then
came
2
back,
days later.
and it was the same
Same
thing.
thing.
Oh,
The guy was
you
like-
not had anything.
The guy
Right.
was like, "What?"
Yeah. So everybody was just so bummed. It's so crazy because they just all get up. The whole line just gets up and
goes home, yeah.
When it's something like that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because there's...
On a rain delay, they do that?
That's what I thought. I'm like, it's raining. We're all
Who's got
freezing.
connections here? I want to see.
Yeah, no doubt.
But the story gets better.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a save.
There's a save. Saturday. I'm like, I'm doing it. I'm down here in Kentucky.
You go back?
He went back.
I went back.
After that?
Yeah.
I said,
I was like, I'm committed to this thing. I'm going for it.
I said, I
give
really,
a piece of my mind.
I really can't do it. I was like, I can't do it. Like this whole no sleep thing. We had to drive home Sunday. I was like, I can't do it, but you go, and I'm supporting you emotionally from here.
I did it. I was committed, and guess what? It paid off. That's when we got this.
Wait, you gotta tell him the other part.
Heaven Hill.
He waited. He got the bottle. He's texting me about 8 o'clock when they found out what it was.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, you should come here. I'm like, I don't have a car. He's like, just Uber here. So I jump in an Uber. I get to the distillery, or I get to Heaven Hill, and...
Oh, before I go there was only 100 bottles.
Only 100 bottles. And he's like, jump in line.
What number were you?
I was number 15 again.
Okay.
So he's like, jump in line. There's tons of people in line at this point because it was open. So everyone was there for tours.
And once it's announced, people get on this Facebook page and announce it.
And they tell everybody.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting in this line.
All the locals come and the line gets super long.
And some of the people go back in line. We saw them go back.
I see that.
But I was like, we did see you. But it's fine.
The guy changed clothes. He was wearing something else, wearing glasses, wearing a hat, and then changed clothes, took his hat off his glasses.
You gotta respect the hustle.
That's what I was. I was like, I knew he was in the line, but I just didn't say anything because I was like, dang, you're good.
So I'm waiting in this line. I'm feeling a little frustrated. Like, okay, I'm glad he got the bottle and he was happy, but like now I'm sitting in line again and I'm just like, oh, but it's okay. We're here. We're doing it. I'm at the very end. Like I'm thinking, there's no way. So every time that we get closer to the front, we're counting. Like, okay, there's this many bottles. This many. I was number 98.
How long did this take?
98.
So you got it.
So we got 2 bottles. I got one. And he got
you
one.
guys kind of cheated too then.
No, we're separate people.
We're separate.
There's got to be a couple's clause in there somewhere.
Not yet.
No, because everybody in line had their wife or somebody with them.
With them?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so if you would have been with him as number 14, you could have been 15.
Correct.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
If I would have just got up and went with him, I would have been there.
So save the day on a Saturday.
Yeah.
Yep. The day was saved, and we ended up
you
with
gotta
this
wonder
bottle.
if that's kind of like, like rock bands are making their set list and they kind of put like a snoozer on and then like, maybe it's like 2 slow songs in a row and then they just come out and hit it. Like, I wonder if that's what they were going for. Like, all right, you say you're a fan and you want to wait in the rain?
Yeah.
Do it 3 days.
This one's a dark one.
So this is the 13 year, and look at how dark this is compared to the
12-year Pappy.
Yeah. I am so excited to try this.
Thank you.
I am also excited.
It smells
So
more
it's coming in
like
a whopping 100 proof. We're proofing up now.
If any of you guys,
It's only uphill from here. I'm proof.
Band of Traders podcast,
Oh,
Hey, let's go.
He's got us on the laptop and
that's another group we got to get down here. We got to get the trading guys down and do like a podcast or whatever, a live stream.
That would be fire.
Talk trading. Talk about how I absolutely piped NVIDIA today.
Did you?
I bought NVIDIA calls at the low today for, they were $2.30, but you times it by 100.
Sure.
So $200. They closed at $14.
Wow.
Yeah, let's go for everyone. I closed them about 2 minutes too early. And it exploded. I held it all day. I held these calls all day, and finally it was like 2:10, and I was like, yeah, good enough. And it literally just jumped up.
No way.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. God bless America.
All right. If anyone has ever had William Heaven Hill, this is the 11th version, I think, the 11th edition.
You can only get this at the distillery.
I think you can.
By waiting in line?
Yep.
I mean,
The only way?
This is literally the only way you can get this bottle.
It's a little dusty.
Or if you know someone who waited in line, which is my main strategy.
So the nose, you guys are getting a little dust?
Yeah, very dusty for me.
Dusty.
Like cement, kind of?
No, kind of like I just walked into a really old library and sniffed a book.
Yeah. Or like when you're working in construction and there's dust in the air.
Yeah.
That's like
You go into an old house.
Literal
it's just
dust.
literal dust.
Literal dust.
Yes.
Well, it tastes like literal bourbon.
I could see that, but I'm getting a lot of I'm getting some deep, rich butterscotch on that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's my favorite note.
Yeah.
Man, see,
It's got to open up a minute.
The
It's
pappy
tobacco,
was amazing.
kind of.
It was
Okay, I
amazing.
use tobacco on
But
the back
just
end.
the jump in 10% extra lightning.
Yeah.
Like, I really like that. Like, I know I'm drinking a drink. Like, I don't know. There's something to
proof.
The proof. Yeah. That is like, it's a part of the formula for sure. I don't know if it's.
Oh, Tom wants a sample.
Tom, I'm bringing you a sample. Actually, we'll crack it when you guys are on the live stream.
That's right.
Exactly. Because they cheated.
I waited in line.
They did their duty.
And I took an Uber, and this guy was a psycho. He didn't speak English. It was very scary.
And he went really slow.
And he was going so slow, and I was in the back like, it's green. Go. Green is go.
You make this light difference between one bottle and two.
And I was stressing, and he texted me.
And I'm glad you made it.
He's like, I can tell that you're probably really anxious right now, but just, it's going to be fine.
No, if you don't make it,
we have one.
Okay, we have one.
Okay, so I have one tip for you guys that I learned in Kentucky.
Okay.
The Kentucky Chew. And what you're supposed to do, what they tell you to do when you're tasting.
Put a Zin in?
Not put a Zin in.
Put it in.
You take a little sip, and you put a tiny little bit in the front. You kind of swish it in the front of your palate and your cheeks.
Yes. The guy in.
And then you go in for a second sip, and.
That makes it very late when you do that.
Yeah.
Spread the lightning around.
It does spread the lightning around, but.
We were tasting tequila in Mexico.
Lovely.
He also told us to swish it in.
Really?
Also, just like that.
Yeah. Kentucky.
Made a big difference.
I feel like that was a very Kentucky thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like
that's what they do down there.
Yeah.
They're sophisticated when it comes to their.
You guys, I loved Kentucky. It was so awesome.
I'd move there.
Oh my gosh, we just loved it.
I would live
the
in
people
Kentucky.
were great. Everybody was really chill. Like it was.
Word.
I had an old chef buddy from Kentucky.
Really?
Sounds like a good guy.
Yeah.
All right, if any of you have had this, make sure you let us know in the chat what you think about it because we're digging it.
It's very well with pretzels too.
Oh yeah, let me try that. Pardon the chomp if you can hear my chomping.
Oh, they're chomping.
Well.
You can hear it?
It's part of the stream.
Well, I guess nobody. Vespa said you couldn't hear.
Yeah, Vespa said you couldn't.
So we're good.
I trust Vespa.
I do too.
I like this. I will say, this is again just my own palate thing, but like sometimes the older bourbon, it's been aged longer, it has quite an oaky flavor, which just like some people love that. It's not my favorite,
but
this to me this is like it's a very nice oak level. It's not like crazy, but you can tell it's an older.
Yep.
Older bourbon.
100%. Would the color have any effect to that being longer in the barrel?
Yep.
Okay.
So you'll generally get a darker color the longer it is in the barrel. That's when you'll pick up more of the oak. If you don't do it right, you'll get these oak tannins, which brings in that bitterness and different things that most people don't like. You'll sometimes get a smoky char note in there the longer it's in there because you're picking up a lot more of that.
Sure.
I definitely get some like tobacco leather type flavors on this.
I definitely get.
So this would go really good with a cigar.
Oh yeah.
I like this a lot. I like the heat. I like the spice.
Where we're sitting right now is going to be the future Rare Barrel studio.
This is it?
All this is getting redone.
Wait, more than this?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so the shelves that we have in that room are
moving.
moving.
Wall, and the sound thing. I can already see. 6 months from now.
No, 6 days from now.
6 days?
Oh.
This thing's happening.
You're on it?
Okay, we're
Is it
getting on. We'll get on it next week.
Studio?
Better.
This
one's going to eclipse any studio we've ever built, other than the recording studio that we have.
Oh yeah, they also have built recording studios. If you wanted to know,
we make music.
I'll be playing music later.
Did you bring your banjo?
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
And your harmonica?
I'm going to do a Kentucky Chew. Yeah, I'm going to play the banjo.
He's going to write a song called Kentucky Chew.
Yes.
They're trying to figure out, Band of Traders is trying to figure out when they can get to our area, hopefully next year. Let's do it.
Let's go.
Seriously. Let us know.
Someone texted me about maybe doing like some trading financial whatever you call it, content. Yeah. I don't know who that was. Is that you? Maybe?
It was me.
We can kick that off.
We could kick that off and it would be fire. Absolute fire.
Band of Traders podcast. Good podcast. Check them out. Especially, what's our number one country? What country are we trying to get to number one, Kyle? We're trying to get to number one in any country, I think, actually. Okay. So I join that podcast every once in a while and just hop on and talk about piking in video calls and other such things. But
sometimes you gotta pike them.
Yeah, these guys do good stuff, and you guys, when you started, stay committed, whatever. The same thing with these guys. Like they just all the time, consistent content, and you just see the growth. I think he was just putting some stats out too, just watching their year-over-year growth. So cool. You just stay consistent with what you're doing. And,
That's literally it. Yeah. If you don't give up, you're just gonna keep growing.
Yeah.
Unless you really
Unless you're super annoying.
I hope you guys don't give up because I like coming over here and drinking your bourbon.
We're just getting started. We got some other exciting things that we're going to share a little later on this evening.
It's time for another one of my bottles that I've been looking for for a hot minute.
This one
also came from Kentucky. Really difficult to find. Impossible to find for me up here in
I've never seen it.
Minnesota.
I've never seen it. Not that I've seen a lot, but I've never seen it.
Yep. This one here is a Blanton straight from the barrel. Now it's a
straight from the barrel, people.
It's an out of the United States bottle. I can talk. A non-United States bottle because this one's only a 700 ml.
Wait, hold on. Back up. Not available in the United States?
No, it is.
But this
bottle here is an
it's
export
700
bottle.
ml?
Yeah. So the 750s are the ones that are in the States. This one's a 700, a little bit cheaper. So.
What did Vesta say?
Piking in whiskey is not going to third base.
That's so true. That's funny.
All right.
So this one here, the label is obviously all janked up and the wax is cracked.
What country did this bottle get procured from?
This one looks like China.
It does look very
For real?
yes.
Yeah.
That's very common, isn't it, though?
Or Japanese. Just
Japan?
Okay.
I don't know my Asian characters.
Yep.
So somebody smarter than I, which isn't hard, would have to see.
That's not true.
Hold that up and maybe somebody in the comments will...
Here, let's put it on
Yeah, put it back on there.
If anybody can read
By the
that.
way, how did that thing spin around and stop right at the front and then spin back? Did you program it?
I have a program.
Of an average bottle size?
Yeah.
I swore 2 times now. I'm sorry. You're going to have to edit it.
Can't help myself.
You keep inviting me back.
Don't swear. We don't swear.
It's not like you're getting super monetized anyways.
No.
This one, the monetization is off because we care about the people.
Yeah.
And if all we're doing is you're getting broken into by ads.
They're clearly not in it for the money.
Wait.
Oh, yeah.
Have you
had this before?
Never had it.
Well,
all of these bottles we've never had. This is blend straight from the barrel. I've never had it before. We're going to change that right now.
The link. So this one, we were at this really, really cool
incredible restaurant. It's called
Neat. It's called Neat. So it was a recommendation.
That's when it had the wall and then the ladder.
Neat.
It was.
It has
so
an Airbnb above it.
Yes, you guys. We looked at it.
Their collection is so good they don't even have ice. It's just called Neat.
Exactly.
Do you have an ice machine? No.
Everything is
the whole hotel? No, sorry.
They had the Old Forester, the 2024 Old Forester birthday bourbon.
So
we got
pour that. Yeah.
Yeah. It was.
Like to buy, just like at the bar.
Hey,
just a pour. Just an ounce. We got 2 ounces. I think.
It's like just a $40 pour or whatever.
Yeah, super source. Oh, incredible! I should probably get rid of that. Hey, there's all this.
Oh, that's not good. What's the proof on that?
This one's $1.22 on the proof.
Wow.
There we go.
$1.22.6. We're just creeping on up.
Lightning round. I asked for a fire extinguisher just so everyone knows, so we could.
Lightning
round.
Next time.
Does not have one.
Or a fog machine.
I get
we do have a fog machine.
Yep.
Underneath the fruit. I get dust again though. Right off rip. I don't know if that's
front on that
crack.
Huge.
But I get dusty again.
Huge.
That is really
Huge front.
What do you get?
I definitely get some of the fruit, but to me, I'm getting darker fruit.
Apricot?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm getting darker fruit than the Pappy that we had. That was more citrusy to me.
See, whenever you get into like the plus 100 stuff, we talk a lot about like, does the lightning kill it or not? Right. And usually the winners are the ones that manage the lightning the best. And these guys just crushed 122.
Oh.
There's some type of nut in that. I don't know if it's almond or there's some type of.
Yeah.
It's not peanut. There is some type of nut.
Wow, and there's so much fruit.
Yeah.
So much fruit.
Bulgaria, Honduras. That's what they said.
There we go.
Is that true?
That's who we're trying to know.
Oh, I was
that's
like,
who we're trying to get to be number one, Bulgaria. So if you're watching from Bulgaria, also go check out Bandit Traders. I'll take video. Yeah, this is good.
I got that nut.
That's what says. Yeah. That's what says. You know it's legit when it's a handwritten label.
Oh, word. Heard that.
That's where it's
good catch.
Heard that. Very good catch.
What letter?
Okay, so does this version of Blanton's have a letter?
S. Yep.
Letter S.
So there's some sicko somewhere that has all of them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Did you have that?
If you're watching,
I don't think so.
I don't like you. You have too many.
This is
Vikings guy says I've seen a lot of the 24 EJ barrel proof lately.
Okay.
In Minnesota.
Welcome, Vikings guy.
Yeah. Welcome.
Nice to see you. Higher proof stuff. Yes.
Skull Vikings.
We really dig some of the higher proof. I do. I feel like for me the sweet spot is between like 117 and then it's kind of big, but like 133.
It's just like from like north of 100 to anything.
Yeah.
This.
Yeah, it's really good.
Like
better than I thought it was going to be.
You have Blanton's and you're like, it's okay.
Yeah. I would say I was more underwhelmed by Blanton's for the first time than like the hype on potentially being underwhelmed by Pappy.
Right.
Like night and day.
Having a regular Blanton's was a big letdown.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good
It's
bottle.
okay.
Yeah.
Right.
No,
it's good, but for the
not
hype,
that there's anything wrong with it. But yeah, it was not like unicorny.
Right.
That was a unicorn. When I tasted it, it was like, okay, this is something to remember. I feel like this is in that category of something to remember.
Yeah, it's way better than I thought. Again, I think, just like you said, I feel like I was a little bit like, oh, everyone hyped up Blanton's and it's really not that great. I mean, it's fine, but I really like this.
This one's in a different world.
This is fire.
Yeah, it's really, really good.
I get some of the fruits on the palate, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the first sip I had of it,
I just got to figure out, it's not peanut. What is it?
I don't know what
I think
it
is that almond.
Could it be macadamia?
I mean, honestly,
not far off.
So, in case nobody knows, we have a...
Nate, go!
Let's go!
Nate!
Yeah! In the house!
What up, guys? What about girls?
Yeah, where's
Sarah at?
Where's Sarah at? Let's go.
I was thinking it was another Nate, but I like you too, Nate. But I don't expect you to be like, let's go.
Nate guy did La Superior. He started with another guy or maybe two other guys. I think just one other guy.
That's actually kind of where...
a couple guys. He started La
That's kind of where his love for bourbon really started, because we love La Superior. If you guys have not had it.
What are we talking about here?
So good.
La Superior is fire.
We gave it for gifts, like, for 2 or 3 years in a row.
La Superior is a bomb.
Yeah. It's like a mixed...
it's like an old-fashioned, but it's done well.
It is.
It's not super sugary.
Not too sweet.
You just put it on a little bit of ice. Chef's kiss.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. So
this is really good. So straight from the barrel is what gets the proof up, right?
Yep.
That's the pinnacle. Yeah, you're straight out of the barrel. There's no filtering. It's just
no cutting.
Boom.
Yeah.
No cutting with water.
I know it's probably not a ladle, but I imagine a ladle.
Yeah. Someone's just
probably
literally a ladle right into the bottle.
Nozzle.
The tasting one though is like
the thief,
bronze.
It's a brass, or a bronze. I don't know what it is. Is it copper?
Yeah. I think it's copper. I was thinking Nate guy. I was thinking it was our Nate friend.
Oh.
Yeah.
No. It's our other Nate.
Audio Nate, but this is La Superior Nate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The stain, like, power
this
flavor of this, like it just stays with you.
This one finishes
really
forever.
interesting.
It does.
It's still finishing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, this is fire. This is
Vikings guy is a fellow Minnesotan.
Let's go Vikings.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
We would love to see you. If you're going to be around tomorrow, you should come to the Wright County Whiskey Club event.
WC.
What's it called again?
Nordic
Brew Pub. Something.
Brew Pub.
WC.
Was it? Yeah. Well, it was. Yeah, but when I was doing it, it was the Wright County Whiskey Club. Something. There was like
Christmas raffle or
something like that. Yeah, it was like WCCR or something. Yeah.
Yep.
Wow, that is good. Even like I get the kind of that spice on the side of my tongue.
I like Pappy or the Van Winkle for.
The flavor was way more complex and like interesting. And whatever. This
one's got just a bigger flavor.
Yeah,
it's really rich.
I would say
Nate.
almost too big. The first few sips were really, really good, and I'm not saying the last few weren't, but I could see this being like a one glass and then put it back on. Just be good.
It's quite rich.
Yeah.
I get a rich,
rich,
and also I get a little bit of that oak at the end, which is not crazy favorite, but
it's really good. I agree with you too, though. Like it's a one glass, which is probably.
We should probably just have another.
Yeah, you get the oak sour, a little bit of sour bite at the very finish.
Cheers from Charleston, South Carolina, Charleston.
Hey!
Charleston, South Carolina.
Let's go.
Louis family lives there.
Louis' family, his fiance.
Pretzels.
Yep.
We should do a little bit of a
John's
palate
Island.
cleanse anyway.
Oh, nice.
So a little bit outside of Charleston, but closer to Charleston.
I also love South Carolina and North Carolina.
Airport.
We didn't spend as much time in South, but I want to.
What stays?
Yes.
It's like, I don't know, you keep saying apricot. I don't know if it's as like
I don't know my
citrusy as apricot. Like it almost is like a raisin of some sort. Like there's something like a golden raisin
dark
or something.
raisin.
Like,
What about a date? Is it a date?
Ooh. It's basically a raisin.
Right.
Wow.
It might even be a raisin. I don't know. I'm
so
supposed to be the chef.
I was saying, yeah.
I don't know. Who eats dates anyway?
Also, Rob is an incredible chef.
Trained. Like real, legit chef.
Classically.
Yeah.
Classically French cuisine was your focus, or?
Yeah, I mean everyone's kind of a French classically trained chef. But
anyway, he's amazing. And he also has many other talents that maybe one day we'll have a YouTube channel.
Making
bank.
Making
poor poker decisions. Occasionally final tabling and doing ICM punts and things like that.
One island over from John's Island.
Oh, dang, Chip, let's go.
Oh, that's absolutely awesome.
Grandma had apricot.
See? That's what I was going to say. It's like a sophisticated old raisin.
John's Island is the bee's knees, for better terms. It's dope.
Really?
It is so sick. I love it.
I don't know what's coming next, but like I feel like you gotta cleanse a palate.
Yeah, palate
Have some pretzels, you guys. The pretzels help. Do you want to take
maybe the most intense?
Do you want to do all the sips before we talk about some of the other stuff that's exciting, or
we're going to talk about some of the exciting stuff on this next sip?
Okay, I was just saying because if we need
one big thing I want to talk about is giving back and generosity, and that this community is probably one of the most generous communities that I've ever been a part of. The whiskey community, the bourbon community. And so we're going to dive into that a little bit more and talk more about different causes that we want to get behind, different things that we want to help raise funds for, and we're going to do that through giveaways and through different bottle raffles and different things like that, along with some of our friends here in the local area. Just talked to our friends from 7/8, and they're going to help us kind of do a lot of that stuff and put something together. So stay tuned for that. We're going to do some really fun, incredible stuff with all of our friends in the bourbon community that's local here, and then hopefully continue that nationwide. But that's something really close to our hearts, is just kind of giving back to people in need. It doesn't matter what it is. We just want to be a part of helping people that need help. That's it. That's always been our heart.
Yeah.
It's always been your heart. It's always been your heart. It's always everybody here on this screen right now. Our heart is to give back to people that need help in any way possible. We're always there. We want to be there, whatever it takes. So we want to really kind of dive into that. And 2025 is that year. That's what we want to really push into it.
Yeah.
More to come, huh?
Amen to that.
Are you gonna have people line up at your front door and wait for you to open up and be like,
we're like, I got 10 bottles. I got 10 bottles. 10 bottles of flowers.
On the third day.
Yep, exactly.
On the third day.
Nate, we're eating on some pretzels. We have some cupcakes here.
I did make some
I feel like the
cupcakes.
cupcakes might not be the best.
Not yet.
Those are for later.
It'll go good with what you brought.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, I do. I have a barrel pick. It's a store pick.
Chip asked where we all are at, where we're all located. We're here in Minnesota, in the Minneapolis area, all in various parts of the Minneapolis area.
Yep.
Skull Vikings.
Go Pack Go.
Go Vikings. Where's our Vikings guy? Vikings guy. What?
You said go pack go.
What?
No, yeah, he's a
Oh,
Packers
Packers
fan.
fan.
He is. He always has been.
Okay,
Did you
Vikings
cheer for the
guys,
Vikings
stay
from
with
afar?
us, okay?
Play for us?
I
Please.
hated it.
You
Forgive our friends.
You're that
So
hardcore.
yeah.
All right.
Why are
Good
you
for
a Packers fan?
My grandpa, he was born in
Why'd you sit next to this guy?
I'm sorry, man. I forgot about that. I forgot.
Yes, it's the frozen tundra. It's 32 today, which was like
Yeah, it was
amazing.
warm. I had my windows
That was
down.
I had my sunroof open. I don't have one, but I had it open.
Yeah.
We were wearing shorts.
Yep. I was out on the deck tanning. It was great.
Shout out to Dee for letting me borrow her.
Aw.
Shout out. Oh, forward.
Yeah, I had just like a regular old hoodie on, and she was like, maybe you should just try this one on.
That's fire.
You know what? That's a beautiful segue.
Ooh, that is a...
It really
Look at
is.
you.
Because there it is.
Oh!
Yep. From our friends at 7 Ace Liquor in Bloomington, Minnesota.
So excited for this
Wait a
bottle.
minute. Is this not open yet?
It's not open.
No.
Have you ever had it before?
Never had it.
We're going to change that.
Right now.
Let's go. I see what you guys
Thanks,
did there.
Yeah.
man. Appreciate it, homie.
Nate is the
Yes.
man. I love that guy so much.
He is
too.
so
I like how
awesome.
Denise fell for my shameless
Genuine
marketing
human
there. And
Really
I
is.
saw him pull up the old Forester.
You did?
Yes, of course I did.
Aw.
Are you kidding? Are you kidding? That's the next bottle for real?
You guys are
Okay.
such good chemistry. How did you do that?
Whatever. Screw you guys.
That wasn't what though. I will say that.
I really believed you, okay? And I'm gullible. Maybe I'm a little... You didn't have to tell the people that you planned it. But we
think
are
they do.
transparent. We said we were going to tell the truth.
I'm excited for this one because, and here's why. Bruce Robinson. We should go get the hot dish sidekick. We do have it. We should.
Who doesn't like a good old hot dish? Air hot so only.
Okay, this one hasn't been talked about much. I don't think it's even out on social yet. But this is the 7/8 pick. This is a barrel proof or barrel strength single barrel, and it is Warehouse K. 8th floor.
Ooh, that's a good spot.
Very good spot.
Way up
Comes
there.
in at 134.3 proof, and it is one dark pickle.
Yeah, that does look
It
good.
is.
It is.
Mighty
dark.
tasty. So, can one assume that there's like a bunch of different versions of this then?
Yeah, because it's...
Wait. Are you gonna be okay? You're gonna be... Pause.
We're going to have to shut down the stream.
It's not the internet this time.
Yes. No.
Let's get it.
Are you kidding me right now?
Tom, you did it.
Tom and
Tom.
John always do
Oh
that.
my gosh, Tom at 7/8 literally just crushed this.
7/8.
Like 494, you get off
Yep.
on
Nicollet. Oh my gosh, head
Right
stop
across,
right there.
right across American Boulevard
Okay.
in Bloomington.
Do I name drop you?
Shout out to me.
100%.
Yeah.
Oh, Tom, I'll be coming in. I'm gonna
Tasty
name drop.
morsel.
That's right.
Yeah, let's go.
Tasty morsel.
That's a tasty morsel. I love
Oh
it.
wow.
So we
Yeah.
went to this distillery as well.
We did. And we saw where we're going to someday pick a
Someday.
barrel of this.
That's kind of like our dream. Someday we want to do an Old Forester pick.
Her favorite.
Where do you
Is
put
Old
that when you buy it? Like you just throw it in the corner?
No, you work
It's
with
like
a- you
maybe
work
on
with a
live
liquor
stream
store.
for a while.
You work with a liquor store. It has to be.
Oh.
You have to clear it through a liquor store.
Yeah.
And then does it like can you get the barrel or?
Yeah, we would get the barrel.
Yeah.
Yep.
So then how do you get it out of the barrel? What do you got like that?
Danny's in the house. Danny.
Let's go!
Nate, I call your bet.
Yeah, Nate.
I call your bet.
Should we do a 24-hour
24-hour stream time?
We probably should.
I mean, if they'll wait in the rain till
Right.
Yeah, why not?
Bruce says
Were
today.
people drinking
They
out
do.
in the line?
No.
They have so much. They haven't announced it, so
It's still
I
there.
would get there
No, seriously, I get that.
tomorrow if you can
Yep.
to get this bad boy.
Oh wait.
Oh, is it
No,
not?
Is there
ridiculous,
banana?
Bruce. It's
So much
ridiculous,
banana.
Bruce.
It's a
There's
banana
banana.
run.
It's ridiculous.
Banana run all day long.
It's crazy.
Oh,
This
I
is
love
so.
that.
And I've just on the nose.
Yeah.
I could
Oh,
sit
wow,
here
what
and
is that?
smell this all day
I
long.
wear it as a cologne.
I'm going to get a second bottle. This
I wear it
is
as a cologne.
so-
It smells so good.
I'll put a little.
Yeah. Ooh, Sugar Kitty. Sugar Kitty's on the Bourbon Note stream all the time.
I love it.
Sugar Kitty, let's go.
When you're kissing your husband tonight, if he smells like banana runs, it was totally my fault. I'm sorry. She's like, what is going on over there?
I have a little bit of bourbon on my neck right now because
you mean necking later. Is that banana run?
Wow, this is really good.
This
delicious.
is the best Old Forester barrel proof I've had, and I have 9 bottles.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the majority of your.
I love Old Forester.
It tastes so good.
I do too. This sweatshirt proves it. Old Forester.
Yeah.
Seven, 8 down in Bloomington. Hurry up and get yourself a bottle of this stuff.
So they have it?
They have it right now.
Why don't you go down there?
Yep.
Set one aside for me. I'll come down tomorrow.
Yep.
Pick one up.
There you go. Tom, if you're still on, set one aside for
what does this run?
Oh, Bruce lives in Bloomington.
Bruce, Bloomington. Get down there.
$120? Yeah.
They're still open right now. Don't leave the chat, but you know.
Yeah. Wow, this is really good.
That's $7.50, isn't it? No.
$7.50,
yeah, that was like after tax, like on $120.
Yeah. But
I had to get one too.
This is
I
delicious.
didn't crack it though. I'm so glad I didn't crack it. I'm so glad.
I love the baking spice on that.
Steven's going.
Like
Cheers.
Cheers, Steven.
Baking spice. I like that. I always call it Christmas spices.
Yeah, the baking spice. Yeah. There's some clove. There's some cinnamon. There's vanilla. There's caramel. Like this
What's the proof?
134.
Yeah, it's got like enough where it leaves the tingle on the tongue
for a minute.
Yeah, it doesn't. But it's 134 proof, and it does not.
No, it doesn't.
That hot.
No.
This is like sweet enough. I feel like it could give you a canker sore, like you ate too many like freeze or something afterwards. Like this is so good.
Yeah, for 134, I'm impressed.
Oh, we gotta get another one.
Even like the XL,
we gotta get another one.
Oh wow.
Like that was.
So when we were in Nashville, was it Nashville that we went to the Crunkleton?
No, that was Charlotte.
Charlotte. Oh, we were in Charlotte. Well, he's South Carolina. The Crunkleton. We went to this place. It was so cool. It was like this amazing bar restaurant that someone told us to go to because they had every bourbon you could ever think of. They had the library.
That's the picture I was
the library ladder.
Mm-hmm.
And we had, was it a barrel proof?
Apron.
We had a barrel proof Old Forester there. This was earlier on in our journey, and it was like straight banana. I mean, he was just like, this is the best thing ever, and that's when we really got turned on to it.
Secretly one of your other go-to flavors? Because you're like the burnt caramel.
I like butterscotch, and then this banana is my second. Yeah.
Really?
Sugar Kitty says either gives you a canker or it cures it.
Both. Actually, if you do a Kentucky chew, is that what we call it? If you do a Kentucky chew, it also cures canker sores too.
Bruce Robinson says the Old Forester 100 proof single barrel is phenomenal. Are you talking about the Hot Dish Sidekick? We might have to go grab that.
We don't have that?
We do have it.
Is that a real thing?
It's in the room.
I thought that was just a Minnesota guy talking about.
No, there's a 100 proof version of this. It's called the Hot Dish Sidekick.
Yeah.
I think it's right on
Bruce gonna get it.
I think it's on the little shelf.
Little shelf.
That's very good.
That is really freaking
You gotta
good.
like banana and sweetness and high alcohol content.
Yeah.
Yep.
But if you like all those things, that's your bottle.
Ooh, yeah.
So how unicorny rare is that? I mean, obviously if I can go down to 7/8 and get it.
Yeah.
What is the single barrel? So you're only getting this one from them.
Oh, so they picked it.
Yep. So you're only getting
like
this.
the official label and all that.
This
I don't
exact
understand that
flavor.
whole world. You guys are so into it. I don't.
Minnesota.
So the label has to be already approved by the firearms,
state
tobacco and alcohol, whatever.
ATF.
Yeah, that. Yeah. So it all has to be approved, whatever. The only thing you can change is like this area right here. Which brings us.
Oh, great segue.
I'm 2 for 2 on those.
Which brings us to a really awesome segue. Here it is, the 100 proof Hot Dish Sidekick. Really.
So they named it Hot Dish Sidekick. It's
Yeah.
all coming together. Great name pick, by the way, 7
Right.
crew.
And it was supposed to come out in August or September, right around the state fair, which is hot dish season.
There's a
If
season
you got
for hot
chapped
dish?
lips, that's definitely
That's so accurate. That is so accurate. Chip gets it.
Chip knows.
Is there a banana whiskey? That'd be wild. Yeah, that's
There
a good
is,
point,
yeah.
Sugar
There
Kitty.
are.
Yeah, that Howlerhead is pretty banana-y, but that Old Forester is the perfect type of banana. I think the Howlerhead for me is more like the party whiskey.
Like
That has
the
banana
monkey?
in it. Yeah. It's like it's sponsored by the UFC or UFC sponsored it or whatever. Yeah.
Sorry, you were about to.
Oh, right. So
You're
back to 7/8 who picked this incredible Old Forester single barrel proof. Bourbon, phenomenal. Get yourself a bottle of this stuff because it is literally the best one I've ever had. But they just launched a brand new website. On this website.
Wait, I'm really.
Oh yeah, brought to you by.
Collective
We
Media
gotta
Press.
practice that.
I
If
know,
you're not on
sorry.
stream enough, it's hard.
But they new website and there's a new whiskey club.
Yeah, literally.
Brand new whiskey club that 7/8 is going to be doing. It's going to be out of the gate, invite only, and then
I was
it's
going
just
to say,
going
is
to
there a hype
continue.
list?
Yeah.
We got an
It's
email.
very, very big hype list. It's
Big
going to
hype
grow
list.
from there. A lot of great things coming out of 7/8. They are crushing it. Also, remember when we were there Wednesday
I do remember.
and they were putting in new lights?
I do remember that.
I walked in there today, and it looks like a brand new store.
Really?
Like it's so bright and airy, and
I'm
you
so
can see
glad.
everything. It looks so incredible.
I'm so glad.
Awesome.
Incredible! You got to stop by.
I was
Not
doing
only
a
to pick
drum
up,
roll.
not only to
Now I
pick
know
up
where
this
I'm
bottle.
going tomorrow.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, hey,
Who's going to be there?
hey, pick me up. Pick me up on your way. Yeah, yeah.
Gonna go hunting.
Let's go hunting. Let's go hunting. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
All right, but speaking of 7/8,
Now
It's a big one.
yep,
Absolutely.
You're doing it.
Well, I did it before and he didn't.
we're working with 7/8 to do our first ever barrel pick.
Oh, let's go.
Actual rare barrel.
Oh, this one? Rare barrel. What are you going to call it? Can
We
you
don't
beat
know yet.
a hot dish sidekick? That's pretty strong.
We're not going to beat
dude.
that.
That's
We're not going to beat
pretty
that.
strong.
That's unbeatable.
Is you just going to call it rare barrel?
I think we're gonna start there. 7/8 X Rare Barrel.
I think that's a fair
Like a
first one.
collaboration.
Okay.
They are one of the first stores that we actually
So,
hunted at
because you need a store
You need
Right.
to clear it through.
to clear it through.
Yep.
They're your clearing firm.
We
and
walked-
friends.
right.
Partners.
They're not
Exactly.
friends.
I know.
That's the thing. Like
I'm
we
just
we
throwing in a trading
started,
firm, a clearing firm. All right, come on.
we started. That was the first place we hunted. Like
See,
we
look
really
at how
hunted.
deep you have to
I
get
know.
into
Yes.
this game
Yeah.
to get a barrel of booze of
Right.
your own.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You put your own label on it.
But these guys we met early in our bourbon journey.
Yeah,
right?
I've heard the 70s.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like-
for a long time.
Like we walked into that store and met Josh, and boom, it's all been like.
Sidekick.
That's
Actually,
good.
if anyone has ideas, please.
Yeah,
drop it in the
yeah,
chat.
let
there
us
we go.
know. Let us know. It's incredible. Louis here from the live studio audience says that we're crushing it.
Also, Sugar Kitty's college nickname was Hot Dish Sidekick.
From the other side of the monitor. I love it. While studying to be some amazing something that you just
They're
gotta
amazing
smash.
therapists,
Yeah.
psychologists,
Yeah.
incredible.
Just grinding.
Yep.
Gotta
Grinding.
appreciate the hustle.
Grind never stops.
So again, pick me up on your way to 7/8 tomorrow,
Yeah.
and we'll grab ourselves a quick another bottle.
I like that one. I didn't mean to segue.
Yeah.
That was cool. So okay, so this is a barrel pick.
Yep.
7/8
Yep.
partnered with themselves because they're their own.
Well,
How does that work?
yeah, normally you just go down, work with the distributor and distillery.
But because they're
and you
already a
pick your own
licensed
bottle.
resale
Yeah,
or whatever.
You pick your own
yeah.
barrel.
Okay, so they can go down and pick their own barrel. That's something they do frequently.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
Every liquor store normally does
you
that.
guys can't do that
No.
unless you have a partner who is willing to do it on your
Yeah.
behalf.
Or a liquor license.
Or like which
we don't
It's
get.
hard to get.
Yeah,
We might get one sometime.
Okay, so they do this regularly.
These
Oh,
guys are
yeah.
probably one of the best. Them and 1010 downtown
also.
Minneapolis.
Best palates.
Both of those
So
are
what does
probably
that
my
process
favorite.
look like? Do you go down there and you're like, nope, not this one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Not this, like,
Exactly.
really?
So we're going to be picking our barrel next week, and if you are available to come down, that's what we're doing.
There?
That's
At 7/8?
Yeah.
7/8.
They just have barrels down there?
Well,
They're bringing in
Oh,
somebody.
so they like
But
like,
normally Tom
Sometimes.
and Josh and their team will go to Kentucky.
directly.
Like they
yeah.
went to Kentucky to
Okay.
pick this.
Yeah.
You
Wow.
know,
So what do you look for? What are you looking for?
Exactly.
I don't know.
Whatever.
Is it a vibes thing?
Well, a lot of it. So I know for them.
It's all about the vibes.
Yeah, I mean, everything's about a vibe. But
I know for them, they are
for sure.
trying to set up a palate or a taste that several people are going to like because they're trying to sell it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it's not necessarily I like this, but
the
it's
business side of it for them
right.
as well.
Yep.
And great naming.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And a good partner in the distillery.
Yep.
But you guys go down there. Right. In theory, you don't care about half of that.
Yeah.
You just want to pick the one that tastes the best.
Yep.
And
For us.
have a thing.
And then we can give to all of our friends.
The whole
Anywhere
barrel.
between 160 to 210 bottles.
So then can you resell them?
For this first barrel, we're gonna clear it all and sell it through 7/8. So when our barrel comes, we'll let you all know, and you go to 7/8 and you buy it.
So that goes to my
another
question.
unintentional segue.
That goes to my question from Chip.
Yeah.
He's asking if you pick a barrel and it goes to the local store, can you ship it across the U.S.?
We can't ship that from Minnesota.
Okay.
So as we grow into other, because we can personally buy.
Just saying.
Right, we can personally buy a barrel. And there are states that we can clear it through that can sell it online. So we're going to get to that
But you can't
point.
ship out from this.
We can't, no.
Well.
So we would send that barrel to this. Texas is generally where you do it. We would send the barrel there with all the bottles, and then they would distribute it. And so we would sell it through our new website, which let's quick talk about that. January 1st, we are launching our Rare Barrel Whiskey website. I think I got it early. Where did you get the thing?
This video guy and sound guy. I don't even remember.
These videos.
Okay.
So we are getting to that point, but this is so exciting because this is our first barrel. We're going to launch the new website on January 1st. We're launching our Patreon page on January 1st. We're going to launch a Discord. I need your help setting that up.
I can do that.
So we're going to have so much more interactivity coming up that's going to be just freaking exciting.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, we're super excited about it.
Also, back to 7/8 too. They got. Get ready. You're going to love this.
Yeah. Is it something to do with Evan Williams?
No.
Oh.
Close. But they have a new 1792 single barrel coming and a larceny. A larceny barrel proof single barrel. One of the first ever to the state. Yes.
Yes, let's go.
Single barrel larceny barrel proof. It's going to be nuts. I can just guarantee. If it's anything like this guy, are you kidding me? It's going to be nuts.
I have a question.
Yep.
Can we drink something else?
Yeah, we probably should.
We should.
That one? Also, Chip
after.
said Longhorn, Texas, Bourbon Outfitter in BC.
Yep.
Ships to most states.
Yeah, those are the places we got to kind of go through to clear a lot of this stuff. So.
Wow.
So we're gonna get there because that's.
So the moral of the story is 7/8, great product. Go check them out.
Yep.
Great marketing, name selection.
Yeah.
And
take my money.
Of flavors. Take my money.
Yeah.
And you guys are working with them to get your own barrel, of which will be available.
I love you, Nate.
At their place. We're going to collab with them. It's going to be together.
Do you make money? Is there money?
We won't make
any
money.
$1 a bottle or no?
This is just going to be. This is just going to be like
just a thing.
It's our first barrel.
But you support 7/8 in a way because then people who watch you.
And they're cool.
And they give you Pappy when Pappy comes in. Throwing it out there. When the Pappy comes in, we see what we did here.
7/8. They're again. It's a father and a son.
Yep.
It's a family thing. They're going
to be celebrating 4
great.
years here in February of owning that store.
They're solid guys.
Their phone number is 888-8888.
7/8.
7/8.
Isn't that cool?
I know. It's so good.
And these guys don't run a marketing firm?
Oh, look.
Did you do that for
them?
them?
That one.
Yep. He's going to get next week.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Yeah, their website was...
Another great name.
Wait.
1010 is also dropping a larceny barrel proof.
Yes, that's right.
So
you can't have 1010s in a phone number, so...
Nope.
No, but 1010
you can only have, you can have 7/8.
You can't have
1010 is also legit. I mean, they're amazing.
Don. Head salad from 1010. Also very good.
Tom and Don have really good
Yeah,
talent.
they do.
Oh yeah, right here.
They're like they all know each other really well too. Like they're all buds. They all talk. They've been in this business for so long.
Sure.
Don knows Tom. Tom knows Don.
Yeah.
Yep.
So 1010's another one to check out because.
Speaking of 1010.
Oh, there's more! I thought we were done.
No, not even
we
close.
drink more. He's got something
Not
to
even
do.
close. Get ready. Here it is.
We still have my pick too.
Yeah.
We've got ourselves a Jack Daniel's single barrel proof rye.
From
This
1010?
is a whiskey. Not only is it from 1010, but it's a collaboration with our friends at Wright County Whiskey Club. WCWC.
I did it wrong.
I didn't know that.
Like this. Wait, you could have done WC, and I'm the W.
Oh, and then I'm the C.
See what I started?
But you got the double A.
Oh.
You guys aren't doing it.
WCWC. It's corny. It's getting corny. Okay, with attitude.
Right through it.
Whoa.
What do we have here?
We have 135 proof, 135.6 proof. This one's called One Ride Jack. The
Like
names,
One-Eye Jack.
the names on these things are insane.
Wow.
Now, this one was designed by one of the members of the Wright County Whiskey Club, Ben. Another
great name.
right.
Come on.
Exactly.
Are you kidding me?
He
So did they
designed.
partner with?
He designed some with 1010. He designed some of the greatest and sickest tater stickers on
So
the
they made the sticker too?
They make Wright County Whiskey
Wright
Club
County
makes
Whiskey,
these. Ben, their guy Ben, he makes these tater stickers, and they are
Phenomenal.
fire.
So sweet. They're so
Man,
sweet.
the things you really have to kind of get under your belt before you can get in
100%.
the old boys club here or whatever.
So-
An old gal
Yeah, I was
club.
gonna say.
All right.
Good. What's up?
Just said headed to Jack Daniels for a Monday barrel pick
And bourbon.
Ryan Bourbon, yeah.
of Ryan Bourbon
Yep.
for our local bourbon club.
Oh,
my gosh.
incredible.
Second pick.
That's
Shipping.
so awesome. Oh,
Wow.
shipping to a local store in Charleston. We should have a great time. That
That is
sounds so
sick.
fun.
Oh, very cool.
We did not go
So
to
this
Jack
is a thing
Daniels.
people do.
Oh, my
Like,
gosh,
it's a
that's
thing.
fancy.
Yeah,
Oh,
big
yeah.
time. Yep.
I was
100%.
thinking Jim Beam.
Like, I wonder how much of like inventory gets pushed.
Good night,
through
Nate.
this.
Love you, buddy.
Love you, Nate.
Nate,
Nate.
Yeah,
Yes.
I would feel like a good amount gets pushed for.
Yeah,
it.
I
I feel like it has to. Yeah.
all right, is this done?
Yep. Gonzo. Do we do Madeira?
Yeah, we will.
I wonder,
Ooh.
like,
Isn't
how do you get these?
Here.
Like, this is at 1010
Oh, I
liquor store?
finished mine.
This one is at 1010. Yep.
That's the last one. I'll finish.
I wonder if I
Oh,
bought
okay.
like
No, yep, I
barrel
did take
picks
yours.
from people that
You
I just don't
probably
even
have.
know, and I'm just like, yeah, then grab this one.
You probably have. This one here is our highest proof pickle from the night.
Okay.
Coming in at a
I'm gonna put
brisk.
this down here and come back.
135.6.
Let's go.
Guys, we're so set up here that we have a teleprompter telling us what the proof of this.
Is that how you're doing that?
Yeah.
You did your homework.
Yep.
Dang it! I get dusty
I used to use
again.
that teleprompter.
Really?
Yes.
I wonder if it's the blends.
Maybe it's fresh crack, but like before anything, I get dust.
This one's got a lot of the banana too. Same distillery or same family. So Jack Daniels is owned by Brown Forman, which
Here we
is
go.
also the owner of Old Forester.
This has
Oh, I
something
get-
different than for me.
What's the rye?
I gotta find
What
it.
in
Well,
the
it's
world?
This is the rye.
I get a light banana.
Yep.
You get a light banana, I get
light.
like I get a leather coat.
I was
Oh,
like,
leather.
seriously, Nate? It's like
It's a
7
rich
o'clock.
mahogany. Nitty leather bound books
He
in
said,
there.
nah, I meant the proof on that one is going to get your he meant like, good night.
I was thinking, I was like, I feel like it is early for us to go to bed. You're going to bed already?
I think you put the later proof later so that we
I
wouldn't
did.
get
I
so
proofed this all the way
tossed
up.
up on this, yeah.
Yep.
Guys,
Yeah,
what
I mean,
is
this
that
is
on the
Oh,
nose?
that's good. That's
Leathery.
got it. Is that apricot?
Apricot.
Apricot. He says apricot, but he means apricot. But
Oh, that is so good.
I think Rob was onto something with like, and actually, if you guys, I mean, we're obviously all still learning and growing with all the tastes and the palates, but like the date, raisin, apricot kind of thing. Like,
Yeah.
is it all of those things? Is it? I mean, I don't know. But that's the vibe.
I have a suspicion, and that, sorry for the chew, is the best pair with the pretzel.
That, yeah.
Is it?
It is.
Yep.
The leathery notes there.
It just
That is
got
so
you.
good.
Late fruit. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I mean, hey, listen.
WCWG
Really, the salt
and
is not the
1010 really nailed it on this one.
Ooh.
That is so good.
If you love a rye.
The only thing that's different about this rye that's been different about all the rest of the bourbons is on the back end there's just a slight drying.
Yes, there is a drying.
Before you finish that, have a pretzel, but have a pretzel and then taste it, and let the salt bring out.
Actually, I'm glad I put these pretzels on.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
glad. I'm sure the viewers are glad too.
Yeah.
As they hear everybody crunching.
The salt really does a number to it kind of tames the fruitiness and lets that like savory, leathery kind of.
This is fantastic.
So good.
I got way more leather on that.
I'm not sure if there's any more of these left, but if there is, you got to go grab them.
These are at 1010?
Yep.
Wow. That's
I was
good.
supposed to go down there today because I was talking to Don and grab their Elijah Craig barrel proof pick, but I didn't make it down there because I was so busy setting all this up.
Yep.
But we got to do that on one of the next streams. They have an incredible Elijah Craig barrel proof there at the store that you should pick up.
Heard.
This though, if they've got any more of this rye left, you need to.
What I love
No,
about this
yeah.
rye being such a high proof too is that it still has such a sweet, caramely flavor to it.
Yep.
Like it's like very, very sweet and caramely in the front, and then you get the spice and the heat.
Yes.
It always looks like
I know. I definitely got the caramel.
Kentucky Chew.
yeah, you're the Kentucky too, right?
In the beginning, and then I got the oak in the back.
Yeah, this is fantastic.
Yeah, this is a good night bottle.
So good.
Nate was right.
Nate was really right.
Yep.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Yep.
Nate, you are not wrong at all. That is a good night bottle.
I feel like Nate should be here. Nate,
Yep.
Nate, next time.
Where are you, man?
One of these times we do a live stream.
100%.
I just want to chat with you because you're an incredible dude to chat with.
100%.
Yeah, how do you get
I
this
love that
like
guy.
deep, like leathery, like it's not really oak.
No,
Like it's not really the barrel. It's something. It's like
Steven says, have you tried their wild turkey rye pick? Yes, we have, and it's also phenomenal.
Yes, we have.
yeah.
I don't know how they get leather.
So here's the thing, is that it depends. So again, we learned a lot when we were in Kentucky. The barrels are all charred at different levels. So each distillery does it different. They may char the barrels.
Each distillery does it different within themselves.
Yeah, they might
depending on what they want.
That's what I was going to say.
Oh, sorry.
They might do it differently even between whatever bottles. So like,
I'm going to stay over here and sip my bourbon.
let the water talk.
you can tell the proof is really kicking in
Wait
here.
a second. Wait.
What?
Crickets.
No,
for me.
Anyway.
Because I ripped everything you were just doing.
It could depend on the char level. Like I don't know. How do you find that out? Is that only distillery kind of level type stuff?
So some bottles will put it on there.
Which,
like
the waxy one, which is that? The red wax?
Makers.
Oh,
Makers, they do the char, don't they? Or no, that's a staves. Dang it.
No, they do the staves.
But the different char levels is like how long the flame was burning the inside.
Right here.
Yeah, there's room.
Right
Oh,
here.
yeah, man, we can get real comfy. Let's go.
I'll rub some bourbon on your neck
That's my cologne.
for later.
So the char level could be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Fuzzy Dice. Let's go. I love that name.
And that's just how long they...
So think of the barrel,
Yep.
and they go in the fire. It's how many seconds they char the barrel.
Got it.
So
that'll influence the juice as
it influences
whatever.
all of it.
Yeah.
Like that's what I loved about going. Like we're gonna go so many more times, and you guys are coming, obviously.
Yeah.
Like we specifically saved like a few things, like thinking like, oh, we gotta do that with Rob, and oh, we gotta do that with Ben.
Yep.
And Louis. And so it was so cool to see though. Like I think we were at Heaven Hill that they actually had like a button. They had an interactive thing that you could see like, oh, push the button. This is how long the level 2 char is.
Oh, like
that's great.
actual flame that came out. That's so cool.
That was very cool.
So it's like so interesting when you actually dig into like how they do this. It is such a science. Like
we're gonna do a short
it's
at
amazing.
the Evan Williams experience in downtown Louisville with Rob. And he's going to climb into the large glass of bourbon.
Oh no!
And we stick it all out.
Yep, exactly. This is incredible.
That's awesome.
I mean, that's
very good.
Your college JD.
No, that's not your college JD. No.
These last two bottles, which were both store picks, absolutely phenomenal.
Yep.
Both 10-10, 7-8s, knocked it out of the park.
See, this is why we love store picks because
Yes.
you get to see each person's like unique
I actually kind of am intrigued by this idea of like going and just getting store picks, especially like when it's the actual liquor store pick, because like there's a reason behind why they would have picked that bottle, and it's because it's unique and like an exotic flavor of some sort. Like both of those were like, wow, I haven't had this before. Yeah, so kind of cool. Like they just like go grab a few of them and whatever.
Like those flavors that you got in those are purely.
It's one barrel.
And it's only influenced by the process.
Yeah.
Yeast, the type of grain they're using, and the barrels, and what floor they're on. There's like no additives or anything put into it. That's just all natural flavors coming out.
Yeah.
Which is
crazy.
Is
there content on like going and doing barrel? There has to be, right?
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah. So like, well, I wonder what that looks like. Like when you're going and doing it, like is there a strong difference between like barrel A and then barrel B, or are you like
we'll find out next week?
Splitting hairs in the difference? Like
I think it's
do like most of them taste like this, or were they like, whoa, that's our barrel?
They purposely bring out barrels that have a varying flavor so that you can find that.
They did tell us some of that when we were there. They kind of explained some of
So they kind of set it off a little bit to some extent. Yeah.
And this is being done by their master distillers who go and they're constantly watching these barrels. They're tasting them and they're saying, ooh, that one. Yep, let's put that one out. Let's put that one out. And then they have people come.
At the end of the day, their product line has to taste relatively the same, so there has to be some consistency there. So then, like, the outliers kind of land in this space a little bit.
In this barrel space,
That's super cool. What was the and I don't rag on me for not knowing this. The company that puts in like it was like an 876, like what are those called?
Staves.
Yeah. So is that like a version of this kind of in a way? Because you can pick the staves, right?
Yeah.
Then you can pick how many staves up to 10. So you can do. You can put all 10.
A little bit.
You can put all 10 in one category if you wanted to.
Right.
But you can spread them out between the 6 different.
All of those adjust the flavor to some extent, right?
The different wood has a different flavor to it and gives that into the bourbon.
So did they do that as like a cool niche, like build your own barrel pick?
Because
kind of
Maker's Mark is not it's aged to flavor. And so they have a flavor profile that they go after.
Comes out
exactly.
And what we learned is
like canvas.
The original guy.
46. No, just Maker's Mark.
No, the guy.
Oh, what's his name?
And his wife, Margaret. No.
Margie.
Margie. Her husband, Bill.
Bill, yeah.
Okay.
Nice work.
You guys
starting our own channel soon.
So the Maker's Mark tour was so fun.
There's a video coming out soon.
We loved it, you guys. It was so awesome. But Bill, he was very he liked his flavor. He didn't want to go away from that very much. He just kind of liked his flavor. Same with Wild Turkey.
Yep.
We got to meet Jimmy Russell, and
that's so sick.
It was so amazing.
That dude has been distilling whiskey for 70 years.
That's insane,
right? Isn't that
insane?
No, he was wearing
that would be.
He was wearing like a
we got a picture with him,
like blue overall.
It is. He was. We walked in and they were like, "Hey, Jimmy Russell's right there. If you guys want to take a minute," and we were like, "What?"
We do. Yeah. There was a parking spot in
the. Did you get to shake his hand?
Yeah. We got to take a picture with him, talk to him, everything. There was a parking spot in the parking lot that said Jimmy Russell's spot, and it was empty. So we were assuming that he wasn't there.
He's not here today.
But he was freaking there.
And I said, I love Russell's 15. And he goes, don't get used to it. And I was like, But apparently the story with that, not to be on like going on this rabbit trail, but he is very specific. And so he was like, this is our flavor. This is our flavor. We're not doing all this crazy stuff. We're not changing
all the new like the Russell's Reserve and things like that came when his son came into the fold.
He went astray a bit.
He went too far. Not too far. He just expanded it and it blew up everything at Wild Turkey.
But the cool thing about Wild Turkey and about what's the son's name again?
Bruce.
No.
Yeah, Bruce Russell.
Is it?
No, that's his son's son, Eddie Russell.
Eddie. So dad is Jimmy, son is Eddie. So
Eddie's son's son is Bruce.
So
They're all working there.
Eddie had to earn his keep. Eddie had to earn his keep. So he kind of, I don't think he thought like, oh, I'm going to come in and just do this. But maybe a little bit. He went to college, came back, like, okay, Dad, I'm ready. And Dad was like, hit the warehouse, son. And
go peel some.
Started them off low.
And
Start moving them. Start
the
moving
barrels,
the barrels
guys,
around.
500-pound barrels, moving them around the warehouse. And but he actually ended up loving it.
I just think there's 20,000.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Like, but he ended up
teach you all that.
Yes.
That's why you guys gotta come with us.
That's what you guys said. The Makers Tour is amazing.
The Makers Tour is amazing. It's so good. The Makers Tour, the Wild Turkey Tour, all of the tours were so good, but they were different. Like I made sure that when we scheduled them, they were a different experience for each one, and you can kind of work your way through it. Like Wild Turkey and Bardstown Bourbon Company, we went into rick houses. Bardstown, we got to do whiskey sieving right out of a barrel into our glass.
Fire.
Yes, and it was so cool. And then the Wild Turkey one, we went into the rick houses, and the tour guide just told us so many crazy things about, like, there was a barrel on the lower floor that whiskey had been in there for 22 years.
They're just kind of holding on to it, like,
just to see what it would do.
Experiment.
Can you imagine what that would be like? But that was the cool thing about Eddie Russell that I loved, is that he kind of went into the warehouse, and, you know, it's like, you got to think, your dad and your grandpa have been building this thing for generations, and then the son comes in, okay, he's just a shoo-in.
Barrel a little bit longer.
Well,
that's the thing about Eddie, is like he was on the backside of it, so he was like, I think we need to do different blends and different things with
the warehouse though. Like that's what they said. Is that he started working in the warehouse.
He was getting that same recipe, like you were saying, he liked it the same.
Dad said, we're not changing the recipe.
Stuff that's the same, I'm not changing the recipe. So he started to think, how can I take this equal product and then
move things around?
Do my part of the business and make it taste different. And he was able to create all of those different lines. And from just like, let's put it up on level 8, let's put it in this building, let's try this barrel this way.
Which I just think is so cool. Like Eddie Russell, shout out to you, and Jimmy, he was so awesome. But like,
I know you're watching, Eddie.
I mean,
Eddie, we know you're out there.
Okay. I didn't subscribe.
Eddie, just go ahead and like him.
Whatever, you never know. Shout out to them.
When Eddie watches it, like it's you have to talk it into existence. That's really cool.
I just love that he earned his keep. He wanted to get to know the people that are in the warehouses that are working and doing the work. He wasn't just walking in like, I am the son and I'm going to take over this business. No.
Right. No nepotism.
He ended up actually loving the warehouse.
So all of that came from like what do we call them? Staves?
Staves. So staves are like the pieces of the barrel that make the barrel. That's a stave.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like the board.
Yep.
Okay.
Exactly.
So then they take old staves?
Nope. Everything, if you're going to make a bourbon, it has to be brand new oak.
Okay, so I've got a recipe that's in a big vat or something like that. Yeah. And then the barrel it's going to go into age
is all
when it says like 8, 4, 9 or whatever, however many it is. Those are like the boards?
No, those are specific boards put into the barrel.
That's what I'm saying. But a stave is one of the boards from a barrel?
Yep.
Okay, so they take like a chunk of it. I don't know why I always imagine this like broken like pirate like treasure thing. Like they just drop it in kind of thing.
Yep, exactly. But it's finished like that. So they drop it in. Yep.
And you get to pick however many. Yep. But the recipe is equal. Yep. So in theory,
the original recipe,
you get to kind of do your own Russells in a way.
Exactly, but that's Maker's Mark.
Can I clarify for Maker's Mark though? The staves are like there's a vanilla one, like it's vanilla and it's whatever, like it's
kind of like that, yeah.
But it's not an additive, but it's kind of flavored or like what?
No, it's just a different type of oak or a different type of wood.
That promotes
so those give you different flavors.
Yeah, where they say like if you do
kind of like the Angel's Envy Triple Oak. Remember how it had the
Angel's Envy.
Whoa!
Wait a minute. Sorry.
Wait, we're gonna cut you your camera.
Jesus Christ.
Peach emoji. Sorry. I didn't mean it like that.
Check it out. Maker's Mark. Maker's Mark.
Like this whole barrels pick thing, like it's almost like their version of like build your own.
Yes.
Of that. Yep. And did they come up with that like after this whole thing, like this barrel pick concept came around?
Yeah, I mean, people were starting to pick single barrels, and Maker's Mark didn't really have anything that was like.
So this is their version of
They're
that.
like, what are we gonna do to make
the market?
Exactly.
It's super cool.
Yeah.
And when you go to Maker's Mark, they have their cellar where they do the cellar age stuff, and in there is like this
back here somewhere.
room, and the lady was like, "That's where you go to do a tasting for a barrel pick," and it was just like this glass windows and
there's the cellar aged.
oh yeah, and it was so cool, and we were just like, someday we want to do that, and she was like, okay.
Okay, cool. All right, now.
Yeah.
Speaking of barrel picks, we've got a little bit of dessert to finish off the stream.
Ooh.
And it comes from our friends at the Wright County Whiskey Club.
Yo.
Oh, is that right?
Oh, darn it. I was reading Steven's.
You were doing that manually?
And that's how you get the views.
She goes like this time with the views.
Yeah, no, you programmed and coded some.
I mean, I programmed different start and stop points.
Okay. I'm still impressed. I mean, you made an app to spin bottles.
Right.
Well, I didn't make
Exactly.
it. I just used
Somebody
it.
made
And now I started it. Here we go.
There it is. The
Check out this tater sticker.
all right, now check it out. This one I did get two bottles of. There's one there, and there's one right here.
We're not gonna open that one.
We're gonna hold on to that one.
Yeah, that one's
What is this one called, babe?
This one's called Maple Brulee from our friends at Nulu. Wright County Whiskey Club picked this bad boy.
Maple Brulee.
That's right. So they had a barrel of bourbon aged for 6 years and 9 months. Then that was transferred into an old barrel that had held maple syrup. Then that maple syrup that was still sticking to the barrels was bruleed, and then it was aged in that barrel for 6 months.
Yeah.
And now we've got ourselves a beautiful dessert bourbon to finish off the stream.
Babe, here.
You know the camera angles are coming.
135 proof, 122 proof.
Brulee, a French culinary term.
I was gonna say,
that means burnt.
So when we someday open our own restaurant distillery.
You call it
We're opening a restaurant called Rare Barrel, so get ready for that.
So, but Rob,
coming soon.
this is where your culinary expertise could come into play. Because think about something like this. I mean, maple
Dude,
brulee.
you get me in a single barrel environment. We're gonna come up with something.
I mean, this is such a beautiful bottle. Like, we've obviously already had it. It's so good. Also,
Oh, that's brulee.
This was a bottle that So Wright County Whiskey Club, they always are doing things for charity and fundraising. So every bottle that they pick, every barrel they pick, every bottle they sell, it goes towards some type of charity. And
so they work with different liquor stores, and
Yeah.
the liquor store discounts it a certain amount, and that is to encourage people to donate a certain amount of money to this quarter is for Pitt Hopkins research. So a lot of their bottles are discounted, and so that money, that extra money that we hope people will donate to, will go to these different causes. Speaking of that, there is tomorrow night the Wright County Whiskey Club.
You see all of the stars of this
Christmas
live stream there.
Christmas raffle. We'll all be there. We gotta get Ben there.
I do need to get there.
We're gonna be there.
I'm working
the three of us.
bartending.
The three of us are gonna be there. He's gonna be bartending, so the three of us are gonna be there.
No, at a different Christmas party.
Make sure that you make it there if you can. It's an incredible event.
It's gonna be great. You won't win a bottle of Pappy because I'm going to win it, but
but there's a lot of other good bottles.
Great
like
bottles.
Thomas H.
Definitely
Hanley.
put like 5 or 6 tickets in the raffle.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah.
And again, it's like this giant community. When you come, you're going to be amazed to see all these people.
I've been. What do you mean when I come?
You went to the drinks thing. You went to the
That was
it.
No, same
No,
place.
it's a different thing.
This is the
same
raffle.
place, but different thing.
All right. Well,
This one here is like next level.
It is.
From that.
Like when we walked in,
Is
I
there
was like,
like a cover charge?
no.
So we just go. What do you tip? You donate?
You can buy drinks at the bar. You can buy food, whatever, but it's full.
So we just hang out.
Yeah.
Show
Wait for
pictures
your
of
name.
our.
Wait for your name to be called.
Yeah.
Show off your
bourbon
shirt.
walls.
Oh my gosh, I didn't mean
Is
it
it
like
full-time?
that.
Steven, I can
Yeah,
see
There
a
is
blueberry
something.
pancake. Like,
In this?
A bit.
Yep.
He said he saw. I've seen someone say blueberry pancake on it. I can see that.
Definitely, you definitely get pancakes,
Yeah.
maple syrup over the pancakes.
You could find blueberry a bit,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't have seen it without you saying it. So, but I can find pancake now.
That is so good.
Pancake, maple syrup, all
For
that
sure.
stuff, right?
Yeah. Pancake maple syrup. Yep.
Yeah, Wright County Whiskey Club also does a great job with their picks. Like, they're always on point. They're so tasty.
And the naming is
William,
on point.
cheers.
Maple Brulee.
William Hall, cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah, I love that kind of.
Was this the strongest one, or was this just?
Nope.
I was gonna say because it doesn't have a ton of lightness.
No, this is like the dessert finish.
Okay.
This one's only
aperitif.
117 point.
Oh, only 117.
Yeah.
This is the end. The little dessert bourbon to kind of bring us out on this incredible live stream that I didn't think was going to go for an hour and 42 minutes, but it did.
Wait, you said 2 hours when you scheduled me.
Wow.
When you talked to
That
the
was
talent, you said 2 hours. My agent said 2 hours. I'm getting paid for 2, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Just wanna make
We
sure.
paid bourbon here, so.
Well, I've been well paid.
No doubt.
If you guys had to pick a favorite,
Ooh.
you don't have to
I know
pick
mine.
Happy just to be cool.
I know mine.
Oh, I knew it. I knew you were going Old Forester.
I'm going with you on that, actually.
That was really
Bean
good.
brew.
Second.
That was the boom boom.
Pap. For me.
Okay.
Second is Pap for me.
I was really digging that Blanton.
Wait, that's your first, second is Pap?
Yep.
I'm gonna go with the Blantons.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say,
so
like,
good.
not only do they get, like, the most improved award,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
But I thought it just had the most unique flavor of all of them. And I was just
It was unique.
like bottle
You can
over
trust
bottle
it.
of stuff that I've had, I was the most impressed with their sort of like whatever. I know they're already supposed to be top tier, but like the jump from Blanton's to that was pretty significant.
I've heard Blanton's Gold is also really good, which is a 100 proof version of Blanton's. Love that.
Steven says good bourbon and good times is the best payment.
Yeah, amen.
That's right.
What was the other one? The barrel pick one. Where is it?
The Jack?
Yeah,
The rye?
Was it?
Yeah, that's
The rye.
Yeah, so I'm kind of
The
going.
rye. So this was good, but the other didn't we have 2 of them?
Oh, that was
We gotta crack that guy.
Yeah, we didn't try that, right?
That'll be like an extended
But
hour.
okay, the booms. That's what it was.
Yeah.
That was really. The strong
I also-
banana. It was just like I'm not a huge banana fan, so whatever. But
you do like the way a banana
but the way that like well, I mean,
In Mexico or Italy only.
Banana hammer.
you have to be Mediterranean for that.
Yeah.
You know.
He only
Yeah,
wears
in the
banana
Mediterranean.
hammocks if we're in Europe, which we've only done
I've
once.
never put on a banana hammock. I'm gonna curse and ruin your monetization.
It's alright. It's off.
Okay, so I picked Blanton's.
What do you pick?
I'm
He doesn't know.
I'm also going with Blanton's because the complexity in that one. There was that interesting
So Steve and I.
macadamia nut.
Yeah, that's true.
That one was cool.
But with the fruit. Like fruit with that macadamia nut. What's that one cookie that Subway does?
Hard over here.
What's that one
White
cookie?
macadamia.
White macadamia nut.
Yeah.
There's a fruit in it.
No.
In that cookie.
No.
Yeah.
I've seen macadamia with red
Pat,
in it.
there's no fruit in it.
Macadamia.
White macadamia nut. There's
With
raspberry.
red. Yeah,
There's something in it.
I've seen red
Cranberry
in it.
maybe.
Cranberry.
But there's like a fruit
Crazy.
and a mac.
Maybe.
Things are going off the rails. Hour and 45 minutes.
We have one more though.
We do what?
I have my barrel pick.
Hey-o!
This is not good.
Challenge. Blind the regular OS 100 proof versus
Can I put it on the
100 proof SIB.
Yeah.
I have it over there behind the thing.
Steven, that's a good challenge.
Hold on.
You're stuck.
Hold on. You got it.
I'm coming over.
We're putting it on the barrel pick.
Coming over.
The barrel pick riser here.
Nate says,
Barrel pick.
babe,
Yep.
Nate said, everyone just saw your butt. Rob.
You did?
Yeah. Nate says, I'd pay
You're
to
welcome.
see Steven a banana. All right. Next live.
If we can get a live stream up to 100 views, I'll wear
Steven said there's a good challenge. A blind versus the regular OF 100 versus the 100 SIB.
Yeah.
Yeah. True.
I give him up.
Danny's repping the
Wow.
Wright County Whiskey
Yeah, I
Club.
thought you were going to read that one.
Which one?
These scones.
See, it's gone.
Stop. It's hitting on me.
That's your wife.
That's my wife.
That's her. You can buy in-person raffle tickets if you go.
Yeah.
There's a different
or
in-person
online.
raffle.
Thank you for saying that because I was thinking that, but I didn't say it. So.
But there's also, so you can go online to Wright County Whiskey Club website and buy in person and not in person.
Yeah.
So if you're not in person for the thing,
if you're watching and you're in
South Carolina.
Yes.
Shout out.
I'm not sure they ship it, so you might have to come here to
I'll
get
ship it to you.
Yeah.
I'll go pick it up and ship
I'll get it to you.
ATF can suck one. All right, is it time for my pick?
It's time for your pick. Are we ready?
Yeah.
This is.
Are you going to spin it?
I am going to spin it.
This is Rob's barrel pick, and here it is in 3, 2, 1.
Oh my God!
Let's go!
Now we're canceled.
All in famous.
Now we're canceled.
All right, so what do we know about this particular?
This comes from our friends at Buffalo Trace. This is the barrels that didn't make it into anything else. They throw a little cinnamon flavor into it and call it Fireball.
And just so you guys are, in case you're worried, I didn't just bring the one.
Hey-oh! There we go.
One
There
for
we go.
everybody.
They love Fireball.
Twin Stick, our boys. Twin Stick loves Fireball and any tequilas. Also, if you are fans of tequilas, you should like and subscribe our tequila channel. We're gonna start blowing that up soon.
Yes, Sugar Kitty. We're definitely gonna do the mankini stream. To benefit
prostate cancer.
Back there?
That's actually awesome.
That's Sugar Kitty.
No,
asking you to be a mankini.
No, Sugar Kitty.
But it's benefiting prostate cancer.
I know, I see that, dude.
That's what I thought you asked.
Part. No, I meant like the heart.
Hey, you gotta open that, babe.
We're doing that. Okay.
So this, guys, I know typically what you do is you hold it like this and you
room temperature. Room temperature. Okay.
Like that.
Guys, somebody help me.
And
we're
then,
actually doing this.
So this is to activate some of the staves that I've selected. You actually have to tap it on the table.
A lot of cinnamon staves in this one.
Tap it on the table, and then you can shoot it all at once.
Oh, wow.
We're at... Okay. Wait, what?
And that is my barrel pick.
Scott down understarted mankini.
What's the proof on that? I mean,
someone bought the
40.
Weekender party pack.
33.
I feel sorry, party pack if it's the jug, you know, that bucket.
Proof,
you just walk in with that bucket of fireproof.
I had a choice. There was like, okay, they have vanilla staves.
It
was
like
something that has like flavors of oak, and then they said there's a stave that has cinnamon. And I said, well, how many do I need to put in? And they said, well, you can put in like 12. And I said, okay, let's just put all 12 in the cinnamon. And this is what came out. And so I called it Fireball. And
that's incredible. You did a really good job.
Thank you.
Our views just went down.
That's not true. The views can't go down.
It's very Christmassy.
It's the season.
I will say, one thing for Fireball, if you do Fireball with a little bit of Angry Orchard cider in it.
Angry balls.
Angry balls.
Angry balls, that's good.
It is actually really good.
It was terrible warm, Steven. Thank you.
Yeah, Sugar Kitty is Scott's Down Under YouTube channel.
Canceled from the Good Old Boys Club of Bourbon and Whiskey.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Scott's Down Under. Maybe we
if the Good Old Boys never had Fireball on a weekend, like
drink a bunch of really good stuff and then have a shot of Fireball at the end.
What are you doing?
You weren't our friends in the first place.
Jesus outnumbered.
You Fireball.
Where's Sarah?
Yeah. Nate and Sarah need to come on the
Denise is outnumbered. True.
Nate and Sarah on the stream next year, 2025. We're calling it.
If you picked up the Woodford Reserve Madeira cask, you're in for a good time.
Let's talk about some other crazy things coming up here real quick, like.
Heard.
From our friends at the Wright County Whiskey Club.
Oh.
Do you have like a video you're going to pop in?
Sugar Kitty and I need to be friends.
Yes.
We are now friends.
Fireballs.
Sounds like a rave at a fruit farm.
In an Angry Orchard. Fireball and Angry Orchard.
That's exactly what it is. And it's amazing.
Scottsdown is an Australian YouTube channel. Oh, sweet.
What?
Like,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay.
Listen, Wright County Whiskey Club has another pick coming out
What?
this month. Actually,
is it exclusive?
next week, and it's boom, there it is.
Oh, get dunked on, baby!
Wait, what?
Woodford
A double
oaked.
Stop.
Woodford double oaked coming out next week, and it's going to
How
be
did they get a double oak?
Two Woodfords. Let's go.
It's easy
Shout
to
out
get those.
Anthony Edwards.
But listen. It's going to be at the Cub in Maple Grove.
For real?
For real. See, Cub Wine and Spirits right there
Wow.
on the deal.
Heard that.
This is the tater sticker built by Ben, not this Ben,
Not
but
this
the other
Ben,
Ben.
but another Ben. Great name.
A lot of
The
Ben.
other bed is
a
super
lot of
cool
Ben.
as well.
Down,
Wow,
slow down.
that's
All right, Nate,
awesome.
we're gonna get to it. We're gonna hit you up. Promise.
It's a great gambling movie where they always ask for two Woodfords.
So make sure you are keeping your eyes peeled for the Woodford Double Oaked. We got one pick of Woodford Double Oaked that was just crazy butterscotch bomb.
He loved it.
It was the best ever.
Hey, look out for Shelf Sippers as well on YouTube. Steven Scone also has a YouTube channel called Shelf Sippers.
Let's go.
Yeah, we've seen them.
Okay.
We've seen him. That's awesome. Check it out.
Nextly, Wright County. Yeah, Wright
Is that a
County.
thing?
I don't know. It is
You made it one.
Wright County Whiskey Club and 1010 have partnered to bring out a Heaven Hill bottled in
Dang,
bond.
why are you keeping all this quiet?
I know, right?
You guys,
Heaven
it's
Hill
exclusive to you
bottled.
and to us.
He's the only one that knows.
I'm like, what is going on? Okay.
These guys are coming out with a Heaven Hill bottled
This is
bond.
1010?
Yep, it's coming out this month, I believe. If
Let's go.
distribution works out the way it's supposed to, we should have it this month. So
Wow,
make sure you
that's
keep your eyes
amazing.
peeled for that Heaven Hill offering.
Am I gonna find out where 1010 is
From
now
our-
too?
1010?
Washington.
Right in Washington.
Downtown Washington.
What's
1010
awesome about
Washington.
1010
I know
also?
Washington. Trust me.
Yeah,
I'm
he
very
knows.
familiar with
He knows.
Washington.
We're not going there. We're not going there.
What?
We're not
I'm
going
just
back.
saying.
We're not going back to the old days.
Been on Washington.
If you're also if you're into tequila, 1010 had an Eagle Rare pick, and they put some Corazon in there.
You're lying.
I'm not lying. There it is. This pick is coming out this month as well. It is a tequila, single barrel. You need to grab this beast because it was aged.
Wait, finished and
It was aged in.
Eagle Rare bottle?
It was a reposado. So
And
it
Añejo
aged-
or just Repo?
I think it was just a repo. Maybe it's also an Añejo.
Okay.
I don't know, but it was finished in an Eagle Rare barrel.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Oh, see, they're saying you need mods to post links. You're slacking.
We need some mods.
Wait, what does that mean? What's
Moderators. in
Moderators.
the chat.
Yep.
That aren't
Hey, yo,
us.
chat.
Oh, really?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yo, chat, is this real?
Sugar Kitty, we're gonna have to make you a
Right now.
mod in the next live stream because you are exactly correct. So we can post links.
I'll be the moderator.
Well, you're in it.
Not the next one. You said you're having the 7 Ace guys.
Well, when you be
yeah,
here.
he can be a
Oh,
moderator.
do I just sit over here and drink?
When you ask questions.
Is that like my job?
Right.
I'm like the
But,
Yes, Lost Recipe, let's go!
He said I'm mainly into tequila, but I'm
But
loving
loving the Lost
Oh, I
Recipe.
love that.
oh, Lost
Which
Recipe
we
is
found at
incredible.
Costco, guys.
I think
Kilos.
Costco.
I think the main
Thanks for
place
coming
it was.
in.
Costco. They used to have Sazerac when no
We
one
had
did.
we had the Lost Recipe in Wisconsin Dells when we were out there.
That's what you had. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
need
phenomenal.
We need
Lost
wrenches.
Recipe.
We do.
We need some wrenches too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this was fun.
This was
Yeah.
a blast.
This is killer.
Thank you all for tuning in to this first ever live stream. Again, we're going to try and do this every first Friday of the month.
Yeah, first Friday.
Hopefully, we can make it all
Clear
work.
my schedule
Clear
on
your
Saturday
schedule.
for Saturday of the month.
Yeah, exactly. Clear your schedule for the first Saturday.
Steven said, new Steven said Costco had
Dude.
tequila, but aged in E.H. Taylor.
Ooh, that's a good one. We have that as well. We have pretty much every Corazon, which is
Sugar Kitty says we'll help if
Thank you,
need
Sugar
it.
Kitty. That's
love it.
awesome.
Sugar
Thanks so
Kitty,
much.
you're the best.
Chat, is this real?
Chat. Chat, this thing has derailed.
It's real.
It's real.
Yeah, it's real.
Pinch me.
This thing has derailed, but
We had fun.
we had a blast.
We had a blast.
We had a blast.
There were some
We
good
hope you
segues.
had a blast. We got a lot of stuff coming up. Again, just stay tuned. First Friday of every month, we're going to be here live to chat with all of you. So thanks so much for tuning in for the first ever live stream. We hope to see you in the next one. Peace.